Hey, I'm Justin Sinceri. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I wanted to talk to you about my course, Building Safety Anchors. I want to bring you as much transparency as I possibly can and hopefully help you to reduce the stress you might have around buying the course. I really want you to know what this is and is not, and if it's made for you or not made for you. I am really proud of the Building Safety Anchors course. I think it's fantastic, but it's definitely not for everybody, and I don't have everybody in mind when I made it. So I'm going to be covering what it is, who it's for, the course structure, pricing, and also the idea of a Building Safety Anchors cohort that may be coming up pretty soon. So what it is, first off, it is not about trauma healing or trauma releasing. It's not about trauma discharging. It's none of those things. It is about exactly what it says, which is building safety anchors. It is entirely focused on the ability to identify, practice, and maintain staying in your polyvagal state of safety and social engagement. It's really about building the strength of your vagal brake. That is the sole focus of the course. If you're looking for something else, like trauma releasing kind of stuff, if you're looking to do some shaking and trembling, this is not the course for you. Now, I do think that this is absolutely fundamental to that kind of work if that's something that you want to do eventually. I think that the capacity to stay in your safety state is absolutely essential for that kind of work. So I think it is helpful in that direction, but that stuff is not the focus of building safety anchors. It is about building safety anchors, maintaining your capacity to stay in safety, and to mindfully experience your state of safety. Let's talk about who it's for and who it's not for. Actually, first off, who it's not for. It is not for you if you're just kind of curious. It's a lot. It is a very comprehensive, robust course. If you're just kind of curious about what it's about, it's not for you. If you're just kind of curious to learn more, do not buy the course. It is not for you. This is for that person who is ready to make change. They can invest time. It's about 30 minutes a day for 30 days if you follow the structure that I lay out. Even if you don't, I still highly recommend some sort of structure, so to like actionable steps. So if you're just curious, don't buy it. If you're ready to put in and invest the time in yourself, it's probably a good fit for you. Likewise, if you can financially invest in yourself, it's a good fit for you as well. I will be talking about the pricing structure toward the end of this. If you're ready to do more than just learn, Building Safety Anchors has you covered. There is a lot of learning, no doubt. There is definitely a healthy chunk of learning, but there's also very clear action steps that you can take for yourself that I recommend, but also lots of room to individualize it for yourself, because ultimately I don't know you and it's not therapy. So I'm going to teach some broad concepts, narrow them down, give some examples, but ultimately you're going to be coming up with what brings you to safety and keeps you in safety. If you're not really interested in doing specific structure that I lay out for you and you want the concepts, you want the deep learning, I have you covered. There's about 3.5 hours of exclusive video here. You can take that and build your own practice from it. That's totally fine as well. But if you want my specified layout or my challenge, I guess my 30-day challenge, I have that in here as well. Now you could take that and break that up into like 60 days. I recommend 30 days, about 30 minutes each, but you could adapt it to what works best for you. Basically, the idea here is if you want the course, you want the content, you want to learn, I got you covered. If you want that and daily practice that I lay out, I got you covered also. The lessons are laid out like a traditional online course where it is, sections or lessons that you learn, like modules that you learn from, and basically check it off as you learn and you move on to the next one. The 30-day structured guided practice is a sheet that you can print out or download and write on it, I guess. But I recommend printing it out so it's real, something to hold on to. So I would say print it out, and that's something that you would follow day by day. And it's listed from day 1 to day 30, exactly what to do. And part of that is utilizing the exclusive video in the 30 days. And I tell you exactly when you should be doing that. And then from there, I tell you how to do some research, how to do some practice, and how to build that into like a daily routine. Plus, I give you a whole bunch of recommendations and identify very specific areas where you should be working on. Now, the actual course content is, it's about building safety anchors. I teach you what safety anchors are in a lot of depth, and then I go through 6 specific paths, utilizing things like your senses, music, and even memories and thoughts. So it's the big umbrella, comprehensive safety anchors, what those are, how to identify them, how to mindfully be in them, plus 6 specific paths. This is stuff that comes up a lot in therapy. Now, obviously, this is not therapy, but this is a lot of stuff that comes up in therapy that I've been able to package for you in this course. The way the course is delivered is through the about 3.5 hours of exclusive video, plus there are exclusive PDFs for you to download and or print out. Plus there's a couple other PDF worksheets that you can utilize in the course as well. Now, I mentioned earlier at the beginning that there's an idea of cohorts. This is something I really want to implement, and this is entirely dependent upon my work schedule right now, which I think in June or July should be changing and opening up some possibilities of me being able to do like a weekly cohort. So one idea I have is that if you're buying Building Safety Anchors, you have the option of being in, I would say like a 4 to 6 week, probably 6 week, maybe 4 week. I'm not sure about that yet. 4 to 6 week cohort, like a small group of people that are doing the course together, talking about it, sharing about what's working, and holding each other accountable. It's not therapy. It's not group therapy. It's more of just the small group of people that are holding each other accountable and sharing successes. And that's something that I want to be a part of. I want to do the course with you, and I want to be a part of that cohort and lead it, but also be a part of it. It's also a chance to clarify concepts and ask questions about the course itself. All right, let's talk about pricing. And I want to be very, very clear about this because as a consumer, this is something that I would appreciate knowing. Right now, it is $250 for the entirety of the course, and that is severely underpriced. I've heard from numerous people, and I myself know it is way underpriced, but that's just kind of where I've had it for a while. I'm going to be bumping it up to $500, and that starts on June 1st. That's less than 2 weeks away. So you have an opportunity between now and June 1st to get it at $250, and you'll get the entire course. You'll get all the exclusive video and the PDFs and the possibility of being in a cohort. Nothing changes. You get it for that price. After June 1st, it's the same course, but it's going to cost double. I still think it's underpriced in all honesty. And now the final thing here about pricing is that if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. And the reason for that is because I simply believe in my course. I am really proud of it. I think that it is a very good fit for anybody who is looking for the capacity to build their safety state and can invest time into themselves. And if you don't like it, if you regret your decision for whatever reason, I will give you your money back. I do not want you to live with regret. I do not want you to stress about this decision. So the money back guarantee is within 30 days for whatever reason. If you don't like it, let me know and I will give you your money back. I will not question you. I will not grill you about did you do this or did you do that. I will simply give you your money back and I'll probably thank you for giving it a shot in all honesty. Hey, but that's Building Safety Anchors. I want this to be very transparent. Message me if you have a question. I don't care what your question is. Go ahead and message me. Put in the heading something about Building Safety Anchors question or BSA question. Yes, I do get a lot of messages and questions and emails. I absolutely have time for you, and especially if you put that in the heading, that way I know that you're interested in my course. But yeah, I'm going to respond. I will read it, and I will respond to any questions that you have. I'll be as transparent as I possibly can, so do not hold back. You can email me at justinlmft@gmail.com. Again, justinlmft@gmail.com. Thank you so much for considering being a part of Building Safety Anchors, and reach out to me if you need something.